everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. For today's video, I wanted to show you guys my current beauty favorites. I wanted to do a little get ready with me, a chatty get ready with me, instead of just being like, I love it. I wanted to show you guys how I've been using the products. I have a lot of cool things. I show you guys how I use my eyebrow stencils, which cut down on my eyebrow time by like 5 minutes. This has been my go-to makeup when I want to feel glam, when I want to feel pretty. I definitely don't wear this every day. I feel like it's a little bit much for every day, but you know what? Do you wear whatever makeup you want. Before we get into this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and sometimes a few other videos are sprinkled in throughout the week. I don't want to blab your ear off in the intro. I already talk a lot in the rest of the video. So if you want to see how I did this makeup look and the products I use and the products I've been loving recently, then just keep watching. Oh my gosh, shaved my sideburns and they're growing back in. I don't shave your sideburns, okay? I like the look when they're freshly shaved, but this looks like, don't do that. Stay away from your sideburns. I'm letting them grow in now because like I don't want to have to shave my sideburns every day, okay? I'm drinking Cayennade. It's kind of spicy. I also just brushed my teeth, so not so good. Okay, so on my face right now, I just have some moisturizer I put on from out of the shower. I've been loving two moisturizers. Here's the thing, guys. I don't really notice a difference when I use different moisturizers, if that makes sense. Like, I've not come across a moisturizer that I'm like, whoa, this blows all of them out of the water. So I've been using these two. This one is the Radiance Cream from Laneige. And this one is the Ultra Repair Cream from First Aid Beauty. Intense hydration for dry, parched skin. Even if I have cream on already, before I put my makeup on, I always put more on. It's just like, I guess it's kind of like my primer. I feel like it makes everything go on super well. Recently, I've been really focusing on putting a lot of primers on, and it's crazy because I never really focused on primers, but I feel like for me, because my skin like drinks up moisture, I just think foundation sits on your skin better when it's like nice and moisturized. So I'm gonna go in with a little of the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer. I have loved this stuff for a really long time, and I recently found it at Winners for like 20 bucks. So I picked it up again, and it really is just so beautiful. And now we're going to put on some Auric. So Auric, if you guys don't know, is that's the back. Samantha Ravindal's line. My best friend Nolan, who also does my hair, is like really close friends with her. It's crazy because when we became friends, he was like obsessed with her, and now she like flies him to Vancouver to do her hair. He was at her wedding. He really spoke that into existence. He was not like, oh, I want to be her friend. He was like, I will be her friend. And now he's like staying at her house being her friend. It's crazy. So I got the colors Pyrite and Selenite. This is basically an illuminizer. You could put it before your foundation, you can mix it with your foundation, you could put it as a highlight. Pyrite is a little darker than Selenite, so I'm going to use Pyrite under my foundation and then Selenite on top. I just pump a little bit on my hands and put it all over my face. So it's supposed to be like Hollywood Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury. I honestly don't find it anything like that. It has like a lot more coverage. I don't know if you can see. I'm like a glowing disco ball. It's not so much just like shimmer. It has some actual like pigment to it. With the conversion and everything, this became really expensive. This came out to like $90 Canadian after the conversion and after duties. Okay, I'm going in with my favorite foundation of all time at the moment. It is the Hydrate and Smooth Foundation from Maybelline, the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This stuff, you guys, is like my favorite foundation of all time. I'm using the color 125 Nude Beige. I used this when I was in CEGEP or college. And I remember, like, I would get the most compliments on my skin whenever I would wear this foundation. Pretty much only when I wore this foundation. I started using it again, and holy cannoli. This stuff is so good. I think it's like $6, and it just makes your skin look so dewy. They also have a matte one. Sometimes I like mixing the two, the matte and the dewy. I like to make my skin very dewy to then just mattify it. I also didn't show you guys, I put the Lancome blur stick on just in my T-zone over all of the glitter and dewiness, just so I don't turn into a complete grease ball. I like it. I don't know if I would run out and purchase it. Then for concealer, this is like my all-time favorite. I'm going in with the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Almond, and I've actually been putting like a little bit less concealer on than what I used to. I used to do like the full triangle and everything, and I feel like less is more sometimes, you know? And I bring it up to really lift my eyeball. You guys, I'm dying for a vacation. I think we're all dying for a vacation, unless you're one of the people who went on vacation. So dying for a vacation. I just want to be on the beach. I want to go to Greece. I want to travel. I was like never the type of person to love traveling. I'm a homebody. I like visiting new places, but I also get anxious when I'm not at home. I don't know why it is, but I just get like very anxious traveling in new places I've never been, but I want to go to all places. I want to see everywhere in the world. I think after everything, who knows when that's going to be. I feel like after, everyone's going to just have such an appreciation for travel and restaurants. Restaurants where I live are still not open. I'm dying to just go to a restaurant. Have you guys seen the TikTok of this powder? It's like everyone is freaking out over this powder. I found it at a Walmart, like really far away from me. I think I'm gonna try kind of mattifying my T-zone with it. I always like setting my face first with a pressed powder. I feel like it just gives better results. I'm not like a huge fan of powdered foundations, which is what this is, but I think the next time I get ready, I'm gonna try it. The key to a good powder foundation is making sure you have a very good moisturized base, I feel. I'm gonna go in with my favorite setting powder, the Chanel translucent setting powder. I swear I've had this powder for over a year, and I use it like almost every single day, and I think I'm just starting to get low on it. This powder is not the most brightening, but it does make your skin look super airbrushed and just flawless. It looks like you have a filter on your skin. I love the faces I make when I do my makeup. Now this is not very necessary. Oh, also you guys, I tried this powder foundation from Fenty. I don't love it. Have you tried it? I just really don't love it. I didn't think it was that great. So this next step is a little bit optional. I'm going in with like a really brightening powder. This is from KKW. I love her baking powders, and I'm just going to put it on the places I really want highlighted. Especially here with mass, I really need to set it. If not, comes right off. I have to like hunch over to be in frame. Okay. So now we're going to talk a little bit about eyebrows. I got these eyebrow stencils from Amazon. These were a little bit pricier, but I did pick up some less expensive options because I wanted to find like the perfect eyebrow shape. I think these were like 12 bucks. You get so many different shapes. You just have to go through and really find which ones are going to work for you. Like this one's a good one. Well, that's actually good. Some of them are kind of big, especially I have like a pretty small face. Okay, so this is the one I like. It's so dirty. It's so dirty with foundation. And then I go in with the Benefit brow powder. You can use any brow powder. I'm using this one because it's the only one I have. So this makes your brows go on in literally a minute. It is so good. You do have to do a little bit of work after, but it cuts the time down so much. So I brush my brow up, and then I take this stencil, find which one works for you. I don't go ahead and just plop it on because I don't find it long enough. So I kind of start like near the end and match the arch up to the brow. You see how like this arch is where I'd want my actual arch to be. I take a little bit of the dark powder and just press it on. Now, it's not going to be absolutely perfect, but it really does help with you getting like the shape right and filling it in. I feel like it looks a little bit more natural with powder. So once you lift up, you have that. And then I go in with a lighter brown color, and I match up the front portion of the brow, and I lightly kind of flick up like that. So you can see how you have like a really nice brow shape. You can leave it like this, but I'm going in with my brow pencil. This one is from Lancome, and I'm just going to fill in the areas I want a little bit darker, like at the front. But that seriously took like no time at all. And then I'm gonna go in with some brow setting gel and kind of just push them up. Then you just do the exact same thing to the other side. I have like this brow gives me so many problems, but because the stencil is obviously the same on both sides, your eyebrows end up being more symmetrical than if I just tried to paint them on myself. All right, so moving on to eye makeup, I have been playing with these from Auric Beauty. Temper is like a rose gold kind of creamy color, which I love, and then Defiance is like a bronzy gold. I think we're gonna go for a rose gold look because I'm wearing like my pink robe. For my eyeshadow, I always go in with a little bit of bronzer in the crease, like no matter what eyeshadow I'm doing. I feel like this just makes your whole face blend together and look more cohesive. As you guys know, I am not very talented when it comes to my eye makeup. I also am a creature of habit, and if my eye makeup switches up too much, I have a little panic attack. So I always put bronzer in my crease and some sort of shimmer on my lid. Okay, so I have also actually, the last time I filmed, I had put, I don't know what came over me, like something just came over me and was like, put this on your lid. So I put this on my lid, which is one of my favorite highlighters from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand. And then I put a shimmer on top and it looked so pretty. I wish I could show you guys that. There's just so much stuff I want to show you. Okay, so I'm gonna do Temper. I tried doing with my finger. It didn't work out that well. So I'm going in with a little brush. This is the Morphe 224. And I'm just picking some of the cream up. And I'm going to pat it on my lid. This is like a really pretty cream. I'm going to take a little bit of a smaller blending brush and I'm going to pick up some more of the cream just on the tip. I'm going to blend a little bit in the crease just to add some pink tones in the crease. And I don't know, it's weird. This cream can be used a few different ways, like blended in the crease, on the lid, and it acts differently too. Okay, okay, super pretty. And then on the top of her on the top of her shadows, there's like a really pretty, I was mistaken to think it was like a, I was mistaken to think it was like a shimmer, but it is more of like a true glitter. I'm gonna just take some on my finger. You do have to rub it a little bit hard and then pat it on. See? This is not my everyday eyeshadow. This is like when I'm trying to be a little bit extra. I've been loving rose gold eyeshadow. Normally I'm like a bronzy kind of person. I love my bronzy kind of colors, but I have been obsessed with Bailey Sarian. She does makeup videos and then she tells like a murder mystery while telling them, right up my alley. So she does beauty videos, and as she gets ready, she tells like a murder mystery. I always wonder, like, how can she focus enough to tell a story and also do her makeup? I can barely do a get ready with me. Now we're gonna do my eyeliner. I can't go a day without eyeliner. I'm gonna use the Lancome Cafe Noir Le Stylo Waterproof. I don't love this pencil, if I'm being honest. It's a little bit harder to use, but it does stay put pretty long. It's not doing it for me today. Oh, I love my Barbarella Brown from Charlotte Tilbury. This is amazing. I think it's sparkle full in my eye. Oh, I think it's sparkle full in my eye. I'm not even kidding, guys. I'm not even kidding. For eyeliner, for the inner corner and then also to get this part really nice and straight, I go in with this liner brush from Laura Lee Los Angeles. It's like the best liner brush ever. It is so pointy. So I always curl my lashes. I'm going in with the Air Volume Mascara from L'Oreal. I have been liking this one, not absolutely loving it, but liking it. My all-time favorite from the drugstore is Lash Paradise. This one is pretty old, but it is my, I have to say, my favorite mascara of all time, perhaps. I want to know, what is your favorite part of makeup and what is your least favorite part of makeup? My favorite part is foundation and lips, and my least favorite part has to be eyebrows and mascara, because you never know. You never know, is it going to be a good day or a bad day? Are my eyelashes going to cooperate, or are they going to be little devils? Like, you never know. Now let's remove the bake. I leave it on the sides of my nose because after I contour my nose, I use it to kind of blend it all together. As usual, I'm going to use my Hoola and Hoola Caramel. This is like my go-to bronzers. I always end up coming back to them, and they last a really long time. And I've had this palette for like 2 years now, I want to say, and it's still going strong. And also, you guys, if you don't have this brush, the Morphe M527, to do your bronzer, you are seriously missing out. It makes your bronzer look airbrushed on your skin. For my nose, if I'm being honest, I still haven't mastered the nose contour. I kind of just go up and down the side and pray for the best, because when I try to get really technical with it, it just ends up looking like a muddy, messy disaster. So I kind of just go down the sides. The one thing I stopped doing was like starting up here and going all the way down, because it made my nose look very like long. I go from kind of here to where like the ball is at the end and stop, and I kind of go down, and then I put some on the end because I want my nose to kind of be like a little short button nose. I go in with my beauty blender and kind of blend everything out. For blush, I think I'm going to use the M Cosmetics Rose Milk little liquid blush. I honestly have not used this often, but the colors just, oh, spilling everywhere. Ah, okay, feels right. Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna blend it on the back of my hand and then pick some up with my beauty blender. Oh, it has like a oily sheen to it. That's not really what I wanted. We've committed. Did I do something wrong? Well, it doesn't make your skin look dry, that's for sure. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the NARS blush, the Orgasm blush. You really only need a tiny little bit of this. Also, I learned on TikTok, I learn everything from TikTok nowadays. You want to place your blush and bronzer kind of higher towards your temple and then drag it down to really lift your face. Now I have all this blush on my head. Got some new stuff. I was trying to find a new favorite nude lipstick. Well, not a new favorite, but just like I always use Nude Kate every day, and I was like, I need to find something else just to have some more options. So I ordered 3 of Natasha Denona's lipstick. The first is called Andrea. I used to be obsessed with the name Andrea. I was convinced I was naming my daughter Andrea. It looks like this. The next is called Michelle. I actually have a really good friend named Michelle. It looks like a little bit darker. And the last one is called Natasha, which is very pretty. This has been my favorite. They all kind of look the same. Let me see the difference, okay? Leave it up to me to buy 3 virtually identical nude lipsticks. I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs liner in Nudist. This lid is so hard to take off. I like this because it has like a little bit of a pinky nude to it. You want to make sure you get that nice lip liner all up in your lip crusties. Okay, so then I'm going to put on a little bit of the Dior Lip Plumper. I also ordered this. This is from Rare Beauty. It's their Balm. It's called Nearly Neutral. It's a little bit darker. It looks very dark, but when you put it on, it's actually not as dark as it seems. Then I'm going in with a little Natasha just in the center of my lips to lighten them up. I always do that to blend everything together. Oh, we forgot to put on highlight. I don't think I really need it, but I'm gonna put a little. I'm just gonna pump a little selenite on the back of my hand. I'm gonna pick a little bit up and dab it. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't believe I completely forgot to talk about this. I have been watching New Amsterdam. I think it's new on Netflix, at least in Canada. I am obsessed. If you need a good show to watch, check that show out, especially if you like medical kind of shows like Grey's Anatomy. I like it even, I think, more than Grey's Anatomy. Alrighty, you guys, so I think that's it for my makeup. I have all my makeup done and I have no plans for the rest of the day except to go make a HelloFresh meal and edit. But at least I'm feeling good. I will leave all of the makeup I used listed down below as per usual. Don't forget to subscribe before you go. I hope you guys are all having an amazing day. I love you and I'll see you guys back here next time.